Good morning. It's Sunday. This is the last week of the Magical Readathon. And I still have just over 50% of the Gate of the Feral Gods that I need to finish. This is going to be my main priority for the next couple days. There are 5 days left? Yes, including today, there are 5 days left. I think I can do it. I definitely do not think that I will be finishing The Sirens, which is a bonus book that I had been reading this month for a book club. But this is how much I've read and this is how much I have left. And I also have it on audio. So we're never, never say never, like Justin Bieber said himself. As of right now, I will give you the official update. I am on page 270 out of 572. So if I want to finish the Magical Readathon and pass the spring equinox, I have 301 pages to read in the next 5 days. Totally doable. I think I'll be fine on that front. And if I want to complete my full April TBR, which includes the Sirens, I am on page 171. Sorry if you can hear the crinkling. That's my dog's toy. I am on page 171 of 331, which is 160 pages left in the Sirens. So to complete my entire April TBR, I need to read 461 pages. Is that right? Honestly, not bad. In the next 5 days, I think I could do it because this is audio and Dungeon Crawler Carl reads super quickly. And this is the only book I'm reading physically. When I'm sitting down and reading, I'll be focusing on this one. This one I will probably play if I have chores or anything. So it is Sunday morning. I'm going to hang about the house today. We're going to have a little bit of a lazy day. I already showered. I also made, I hard-boiled some eggs this morning and made egg salad for my lunch later. I am running the dishwasher and I'll need to empty that as well. But the only other thing I have to do today is work on last week's vlog a little bit. It is mostly done. So I really don't have much to do in that front. And ideally, I would like to get that done today. So it's uploaded and scheduled on my end tonight. So that way all of Monday, I don't have to edit at all on Monday. I can just focus on reading. Because my husband will be coming home from his work trip, I believe, in the early afternoon. So I want to make sure I'm getting a lot of reading done today and tomorrow to really finish out the month strong. And I think that we can do it. So I'm super excited. According to my Kobo, I think I have 7 hours or 6 hours left? Okay, according to my Kobo, I have 7 hours left of the Gate of the Feral Gods. And I'm going to read some of that literally right now. I'm watching members only reading sprints on Gavin's channel. He's doing a Sunday sprint today, which he doesn't always do, but that's going to be fun. My son is in his jammies. He's having a jammy day. We spent a lot of time together yesterday. If you saw in my last vlog, we went to the bookstore together and we had a little lunch date and we just hung out after and played and just kind of goofed around. So today the goal is be a bum and read. I was also planning to bake some bread today, but I took my starter out of the fridge and she's being real sleepy. She's not wanting to rise fully. She's not doubling. She's kind of just 1/4ing, which isn't great. So probably I'll just feed her again today and hope she's ready to bake with tomorrow instead. No big deal. We'll just shift our plans. I did buy a loaf of artisanal sourdough at the store so I could have a sandwich for lunch today because I'm really craving an egg salad sandwich. So we'll see how that tastes because since I made my own bread, all of the store-bought bread tastes like ass. I don't have much going on today, so I don't know how much you'll see. If anything cool or funny happens, I'll try to catch it for you. Otherwise, we'll probably give you an update before I go to bed just to let you know how far I got in my book. If I come back later and my update isn't oh yeah, I read 120 pages. If I didn't read at least 120 pages of this today, I want you to reach through the screen, okay? And fucking slap me. Because last night I doom scrolled a lot. I easily could have read so many more chapters last night. I was doom scrolling till 2 a.m. I was just in this really weird mood, and like my house didn't feel right. Like I kept getting up to make sure all the doors and windows were locked. Like something just felt not right. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, so I was having trouble sleeping. I could have read. I could have been reading. I could have been smart about that. But instead, I was doom scrolling, and I ended up on conspiracy theory and scary stories algorithm, and that really didn't help me when I did try to lay down and go to sleep. So we're tired today. I did have a hot coffee this morning. I'm about to heat up a cinnamon roll and make an iced coffee. So that's my plan. Cinnamon roll, iced coffee, reading sprints. There you have it, folks. Yeah, buddy. Hello, good morning. It's Monday. I actually did not get too much reading done yesterday, but I did read, I want to say like 35 pages of The Sirens on audio while I was cleaning up the kitchen at one point. And I think I read about 45-ish, maybe a little bit less pages of The Gate of the Feral Gods. I am now on page 314 of this. So I have, I think, just over 200 pages left. We're just not even concerning ourselves with finishing this on time anymore. I probably could if I listen to the audio here and there when I'm doing other things. But as of right now, it's like 9 a.m. I walked with Waffle and Riley to the bus stop this morning, which I think you got footage of. And then I took Waffle on a little extra long of a walk after Riley got on the bus. So I'm feeling like awake, alert. I had a shower after because it was humid outside. So even though I didn't like sweat much, but I just felt like sticky. So I am showered, dressed, ready for my day. It's very cloudy and very windy. There should be some rain rolling in this evening. My husband will also be coming home today. I think he'll be home around 1:30 or 2 o'clock-ish. I have a cinnamon roll, so yummy, that I'm going to eat. And I need to finish editing my vlog from last week because for me, that's going up tomorrow. I did not get any editing done yesterday because I ended up just goofing around with my kid a little bit in the afternoon, and then I cooked dinner and had to clean up dinner and had to get him to bed. 2 cars just almost crashed. That's what that honk was. I watched it happen out my window. Great. They avoided each other. Phew. But anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I didn't get much done yesterday because by the time I got Riley to bed, like I was just so exhausted that I literally just sat in bed and watched like 2 YouTube videos, and then I went to bed. I was asleep by like 10:20. I was knocked out. So I'm gonna edit my video now, which will probably, to finish that up, will probably take me like another hour and a half to finish the editing, scroll back through real quick and watch it on double speed to see if I need any graphic overlays or anything. I don't think I do. Maybe, I do need like the page counter thing, but that's it. And then do the thumbnail, upload it, etc., etc. So I'm gonna get started just over 9. I want to get it done. I want to get it done before lunch Preferably like by 11, I would love to be done. So I could have some reading time before my husband gets here. So I'm going to stop yapping and I'm going to start tapping. That made no sense. It's 11:44. I'm so close to being done with this video. I'm just doing the last bit of the watch through to make sure everything is fine. And then I can export it while I make the thumbnail. I'm determined to finish this in the next 15 minutes because I have to put dinner in the crock pot at noon. So I need to get on with it. But then I can sit and read. I just want to read. I want to read so bad. And I've been sitting here focusing. I'm just so tired. I only took one like 15-minute break, but I've been nose to the grind working. I'm gonna keep working. I'm so close to being done, and then I can I love vlogging, don't get me wrong, but weekly vlogging in April has worn me out. I'm gonna take a couple weeks off of vlogging. I love vlogging. It's fun because I just get to take you around and yap with you all day. But April was hectic on its own, and then I added weekly vlogs to the mix, and it's been a lot. So I really hope you guys are fucking enjoying this shit because otherwise it's been for nothing. But I'm gonna get back to work. Okay, bye. Hello, good morning. It's Tuesday. I did quite a bit of reading yesterday. I read about 82 pages of The Gate of the Feral Gods. I am now on page 397. So I think I have just under, I actually did the math on my calculator. Let's see if I can pull it up. I have 176 pages left in this book. I read, I don't know, I want to say like 5 chapters yesterday, and it's getting real juicy. So I'm going to try really hard to get as close to finishing this today as I can. I did also read about 20 pages of The Sirens yesterday. I don't have the page number on me, and I don't know how many pages are left in that book. However, I have 3 days, including today, to finish Dungeon Crawler Carl. But, like, look how close I am. Gavin has sprints at 10 a.m. It's like 8:45. I slept like shit last night. I kept waking up because there was a lot of rain and it was like battering the window real hard. And I also had a really weird dream that someone somehow stole washer and dryer and replaced it with like a tiny version. And that was just such a weird dream to have. And then I had a dream that some guy went viral on TikTok about like wanting to get rid of his teeny tiny washer and dryer that he bought on accident, and I was like, hey, like somehow you took my washer and dryer and your teeny tiny dryer are in my house now. And he was like, oh, well, the company I bought it from said that they were exchanging it at the warehouse. And I was like, yeah, no, somehow they broke into my house and stole my washer and dryer. So then there was like this big thing about like we had to like sue the company. It was so weird. Like, what the fuck even was that dream? My husband went to bed last night literally at like 8:30 p.m. He was exhausted because he had traveled all day from his work trip. He was tired from that. So I was trying to be pretty quiet last night, which is why I didn't really stay up late and read more, because trust me, I could have. I wanted to stay up late with some ambiance on and read, and I didn't want to disturb him, but yeah, so he's probably going to be back down here in about like 2 minutes from just logging in his little work thing that he has to do. I'm going to go take Waffle to potty. I will give you an update later, but yeah, I'm really excited to just be a bum today. And then I'm really hoping to make decent progress on Dungeon Crawler Carl today. And if I can get like 50 pages from the end of the book, that's like ideal, because then I can smash that out tomorrow, no problem. I mean, if I can like really focus hardcore today and stay the fuck off my phone, I should be able to get a good chunk of the way in. So wish me luck. Hey, today's been a really long, shitty day. There was, don't fall, please. Ah, I'm gonna drop you. Okay, great. There was a wasp inside of my house today, and it did attack me. I didn't get stung, but it was aggressive at me, and then we lost it for like an hour. And it went in a vent. It went in the vent. Okay, it was in the vent. But after about an hour and a half, my husband finally managed to kill it because it came back out. I had a panic attack for like an hour and a half today. I have barely read a single thing. I was just about to go pee in the bathroom, and I found a friend. Say hello to my slug. I have to pee really bad, but I wanted to save this little shit Wait, I want you to get a good look at him or her. I don't know. Like, are you kidding me? It's so cool. Look at the little eye stalks. This is your moment. Say hi to the people. Its eye stalks are literally like so cool. It's actually cruising. Like, look how fast he's going. I'm gonna go put him outside. It's fucking pouring out there. So I'm assuming that's why he came in. But I don't want to kill him, so he's just gonna have to go back out. He's just gonna have to go back out. He's trying to jump. He's trying to jump. Don't. You're gonna fall. Oh my god, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. Okay, I'm going before he kills himself. Hello. Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's like 9:30 in the morning. I, first of all, am so tired. Yesterday was quite a disaster. So basically, I know you guys saw the slug. Before the slug update, I had every intention of getting ready to sit down and read my book. And you want to know what happened? I sat down on the couch to read my book. And I was getting some like nature sounds on the TV. I was getting ready to read. And I hear a weird noise behind me, like a little like tapping, tap, 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 tap. And then the tapping turned into buzzing. So there was a wasp, a very big wasp, in my house. It then proceeded to freak out because it realized it was trapped in here. And then it kind of swooped at me. And then I screamed bloody murder. And then my husband was like, what the fuck's going on? And I was like, there's a wasp, there's a wasp, there's a wasp. And then I went to hide in the guest bathroom for like an hour and 15 minutes while he looked for it. And mind you, he could not get it. He couldn't find it. He's like, I don't know where it went. I don't know what you saw. I can't find it. And I'm like, okay, well, logically, it was flying around on the ceiling. The only place for it to go is up. I think it went in the vent. And he's like, okay, well, if it's in the vent, I can't get it. And lo and behold, I was like, okay, after an hour and 15 minutes of hiding in the bathroom, I came out. So I'm sorry if you can hear that heating up. But I came out and I was like, well, I'm not going to sit there if we can't kill this wasp, right? So he's like, okay, like that's fair, but I can't get it. He's like, just sit down with me, and if it comes back out, I'll get it, right? So I'm like already on edge. I had a panic attack for like literally 30 minutes, and then I go to sit down on the couch after calming down. The minute I sit down on the couch, I look up and I watched it crawl out of the vent, and then it started flying again. So I scream, run away. My husband's in here trying to kill it with a shoe. And then because I had already had a panic attack and then calmed down, I had a second panic attack that was worse than the first one. And I was just crying for hours yesterday. And then I bought myself Tamagotchi Life as a reward for just having to suffer because I wanted it. I played the demo first, and the demo was really funny. And like you could play quite a bit in the demo. And it actually was like, okay, this is so fun. I'm going to have to buy it now. Unfortunately, the demo did seal the deal. So, yeah. And then I kind of just played Tamagotchi Life for the rest of the day. And last night I did listen to a little bit of, The Sirens. I think I got to chapter like 29 last night on audio. So that would be page 213 on audio. But I am still on page 396 of Carl. I didn't read a single word of Carl yesterday just because I literally could not focus. I tried so hard after I had those two panic attacks. I had a nice hot shower. I cleaned myself up, felt refreshed. And then my husband went to go get Riley for school, like off the bus. And I was like sitting there and I was literally like, I could read right now, but I just couldn't focus. So I just played Tamagotchi Life. Okay. And then I played it most of the night last night until about 11 p.m. when I almost hit myself in the face with my Switch because I was falling asleep playing it. So then I went to bed. And then I just slept awfully. We had so much thunder yesterday and like it was cool. Don't get me wrong. But also our power flickered like twice in the evening when my husband was upstairs for his job working. After Riley went to bed, our power flickered twice. So I was a little bit anxious that the power was going to go out because it's just really fucking hot and humid here. So I didn't want to have to be sweaty all night. And then I think it actually did go out in the middle of the night last night. Actually, I don't know because the clocks look fine. But anyways, it was just a weird day. It was just a weird day yesterday. And then I found that slug in the bathroom that I showed you. Now, mind you, I'm not scared of slugs, but it was just like, it was just one of those things where it was like, come on, really? Like, I just had a wasp in here. Why is there a slug in my bathroom, you know? So let's see. Today it's like cloudy. Is it going to rain some more? No, it doesn't say it's going to rain, but it's like going to be like a cloudy day. It's going to be cooler than it was yesterday when it was raining. Oh, Waffle just yawned. Are you so sleepy today? And then Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday are all going to be in the 60s. So that's really exciting. Today it's going to be like low 70s. So it's 9:30. I've already emptied the dishwasher, filled it back up, and turned it on. I'm going to make myself some coffee right now, but I'm also going to, I think I'm going to bake a loaf of bread. I've been trying to get Rita to do her thing. She did rise and fall already. If you can, you can't see, but there's like, you can see the schmutz on the jar from where it already went up. So she rose and fall. So she's hungry, which is good because that means she'll hopefully bake a good, she's good right now because she smells sweet and not sour. So hopefully she will bake a good loaf of bread for me. With that being said, I'm going to have coffee. I'm going to prep my loaf. And then while I'm doing stretch and folds, I will read Dungeon Crawler Carl. I think maybe while I'm prepping the loaf, I might listen to some Dimension 20 because I never watched any more of the new season. So I'm like already 2 or 3 episodes behind, I think. And they're long episodes. So I think I'm going to listen to that while I do the loaf. And then I shall read on the couch anxiously because I am just a little sketched out that the wasp came from the vent in the first place because I don't know where it came from. But the bug people are coming back tomorrow to check in the vents and like just make sure that they're not like actually in the walls. So knock on wood for me today that I have no incidents to report. I need to finish this book. What's today? The 29th, right? Yeah, okay, it's the 29th. I have literally today and tomorrow to finish this book. I got to get going. I got to read, I got to go. Hello. Good morning. It's the last day of April. I have 2 hours left in the Gate of the Feral Gods. I'm on, it's like 80% of the way through, right? I can do this today. I can do it. Yesterday, I think I read about 65 pages. Yeah, I don't know. Yesterday, I was just not feeling great. But I also did just make sure that I tried to read as much as possible yesterday. I did also listen to a lot of the sirens as well. I only have that much left to go, that little sliver. I'm about 78% of the way into that. This one has like 110 pages left or something. And then here's the physical for the Gate of the Feral Gods. I can do this. It's bright and early. I just dropped Riley off at the bus at 7:51. I'm literally going to make a coffee and go sit on the couch right now. I'm going to eat this coffee cake thing that my husband got himself 2 days ago, and it's just been sitting there on the counter. And knowing him, it will sit there for another 3 days, and then it will end up in the trash. So I'm just going to eat it. So I'm going to eat this coffee cake thing. I'm going to go make a coffee, and then I'm going to read on the couch. I'm not going to do anything else except read. I do have like chores and stuff that I need to get done today, and I need to edit a video today to go up tomorrow, but the video should be very quick to edit, so I'm like cool putting that off until the evening when Riley's asleep. And then the chores that I have to get done today, I've already started some of them. I'm also going to bake some bread. The 2 loaves that I prepped yesterday are ready to be baked, so I'm going to bake those in a little bit. So I am just gonna be hanging around, bumming it. It's nice and cold today. I got the window open, some fresh air is coming in. I'm just gonna chill in my sweats and finish the Gate of the Feral Gods. And if I can finish the Sirens as well, that would literally be so amazing because then I can start May off with a fresh start, you know? So I'm going to stop yapping and I'm gonna start reading. I've done it. I finished the readathon. I finished Dungeon Crawler Carl 4 today. And I also finished the Sirens. I am so tired. My eyes hurt. It's like, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock right now. I will see you in the morning tomorrow. Tomorrow's the first day of May, but I will see you in the morning just to do a quick little wrap up when I'm a bit more coherent and put together. Okay, great. But I did it. Yay. Okay, hello. It's the next day and it's like 4 p.m. I have been such a lazy bum today. I've been so tired. My husband's coming down with a cold. And I think he's giving it to everybody else. So it's just been one of those days. But I'm here to give you my official wrap up update. I'm not going to do like a long wrap up, but just going to review real quick everything I read for Magical Readathon. Yesterday I finished The Sirens by Amelia Hart. I think I'm going to give this a 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I thought the tone was very like melancholy, but it did have kind of a smidge of like a hopefulness to it. Sorry, I had to move you there. And I don't know. I really liked it. It was so good, but I didn't love it as much as I loved Wayward, which is fine. Wayward like really made me sob and just made me feel like so many emotions. And this one, like I did feel like empathy towards these characters, but I didn't get invested enough to be crying. I don't think that this story was ever going to do that for me, I guess. I don't know. The way that it was written was beautiful though. I loved it. Like I loved it. Don't get me wrong, but like I'm not like obsessed with it and it didn't make me cry, you know? So I'm going to give it a 4 stars. It was really good. Also yesterday I did finish The Gate of the Feral Gods by Matt Dinniman. I'm going to give this one 4.5 stars. I think this one was so fun and it had so many working parts and so many elements to it. It was mildly confusing a little bit near the beginning. But I mean, kind of all of the Dungeon Crawler Carl books are, so that didn't really hinder my enjoyment. But I just think like it was so chunky and there were just a lot of moving parts with this one. But I will say one thing I loved about this one is that we start to see some of the crawlers having to work together. And I really actually enjoy that aspect. And I hope that we see more of that in the next book. The very end of this book, though, there was like an epilogue. And the epilogue was not in the dungeon. The epilogue was on Earth. That's all I'm going to say. And my mind is blown. And I'm literally like, oh my God, that's crazy. Can't wait to see what shit that dredges up in the next book. But this one was so good. I loved it so much. I even cried a few times, like just tearing up a little bit. Some of the side characters, especially the side character in here called Chris, if you know, you know, his story, like really... Chris and Florin, I should say. Chris and Florin have 2 of the saddest backstories so far that I've heard from these crawlers. I cannot wait to read the next one. There was a side character who we like haven't seen much of at all since the first book, who kind of made a very like small cameo at the very end here. And I'm like, I can't wait to see like what's going on with that character, because there's obviously something there or they wouldn't keep getting brought up. And this was so much fun. I really liked the dungeon design on this floor, and can't wait to see how the dungeon is laid out in the next floor. Earlier on in the readathon, I read Night Bitch, and I think I gave this one a 4.25 or a 4.5 stars. Really, really loved it. I do think that we didn't need the epilogue though. Like that was my only gripe with it, was that this like 30-page epilogue really kind of like tainted the ending for me just a little bit, because it got a little bit too weird and a little bit too convoluted in the very epilogue. Like everything else I loved and could relate to, especially as a mother. But that epilogue part, like it felt really unnecessary. I can't tell you what happens in the epilogue without spoiling it really, but it's just this like unneeded, necessary like scene where nothing changes the story in any way, shape, or form. And it reiterates things that we were like had gone over a few times. So it was just kind of like, what is the point of this last scene, you know? So other than that, loved it. Super relatable. Very feminist, very much like postpartum motherhood, like, you know, commentary and stuff like that. So highly recommend. It wasn't scary. It is, I believe this is in the horror section. Like I got this in the horror section, but like, it's not scary at all. Like, I don't know. There's nothing like that creeps you out about it. It's just the vibes are there, but it's not actually scary. Does that make sense? Also, in this readathon, I read This Is How You Lose the Time War by Max Gladstone and Amal El Motar. I wanted to love this so badly. Unfortunately, I didn't. I didn't really love it. I don't hate it either. Like, I think it's fine. It's like a 3-star for me. I don't really get the hype, to be perfectly honest with you. Like the writing itself though was stunning. don't get me wrong. Like, I can recognize and respect that this is a beautifully written book. The plot is very intricate. The writing is flowery and descriptive and whimsical, and like it it feels relatable, even though sometimes you feel like you don't really know what they're talking about. But like, I don't know. There was a point in the plot where I just didn't care anymore. Maybe if I reread it now that I know how it ends, because I think I was just expecting something a little differently. So by the time I got to the end, I was kind of like feeling like a mildly let down. So this is a me problem. This is like, it's me, it's not you, you know, like it's me. It's not the book. But didn't love it that much. I gave it a 3 stars. Hi, editing Rachel here to tell you I forgot to talk about Strange the Dreamer, but I loved it. It was a reread. I've read it 5 times. 5 stars. Okay, back to other Rachel. And lastly, the final book I have to talk about that I finished for the readathon was One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. I wanted to like this so badly, and unfortunately, it was bad. It was really bad. I just feel as though this had too many elements for this level of author to pull off. I'm not trying to insult her whatsoever. She seems like such a nice woman. Like, I don't have anything against her, but I just think that the skill level that she's at currently, because writing is a skill, you can get better. If you're not that great at it, you can work towards being better at it. You know, like, you can learn how to be a good writer. And I'm not saying she's a bad writer either. I just think for her current skill level, there were too many elements here, because we had a lot of different things happening in the world all at once. And I think that if this was like a trilogy, it would have benefited her to introduce these things more slowly throughout the first 2 books, and then the final book would be like the big shebang, you know. I'm not even gonna bother to read book 2. I literally just don't care. My favorite element of this book, the only element of this book that I enjoyed, like, isn't really like a thing anymore by the end of the book. So there's kind of no point for me to read the second one, which is really disappointing. I'm so sorry to everybody who liked this one. I shall be unhauling it. I also have the sequel here somewhere, and I will be unhauling that one as well. Also, I just realized these are different textures. This is kind of like, has almost like a grit to it, and this one is really silky smooth. That was a weird choice, Orbit. Why did you do that? Why would you change the texture? So yeah, I won both of these in a giveaway from Orbit, who I love. Love you, Orbit. But this wasn't for me. I will be passing it on to a home where someone else will love it more than I do, because I didn't love it at all. I just literally bent the shit out of this cover. You can't really tell. Okay, you can't tell on the camera. I just bent it to fuck. I will have to be smushing that between 2 large books to fix it. I just wrinkled the shit out of the book. Oh well, I got it for free, and whoever's getting it after me will get it for cheap. It's fine. It's fine. These are all the books I read for Magical Readathon. Editing Rachel will be so kind as to put my page total here. We did it. Hurrah. We did great. I am honestly really, really impressed with myself that I managed to finish that TBR, because my husband was on a work trip at the very start of the month where he came home like a couple days into the month. He was also gone on his birthday. We also had company. He was also gone on his birthday, which was the 3rd week of this month. And then and then we also had company for a week in the middle of that. So like, yeah, I'm just honestly impressed that I managed to get through my TBR with like a chaotic month, like personally. I'm glad that I did it. I'm so glad. I'm proud of myself. We crushed it. Nice. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. And if you made it this far, leave a crescent moon emoji down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.